What up, what up, what up, Facebook friends? Basically, I just wanted to announce that at 3 p.m. I was going to be creating a mural in my room. It's going to be 60 inches by 60 inches. I was thinking, since I have an extra room where where I work out, and I want to start buying extra equipment for my gym in my extra room, I was thinking today, you know what? It'll be an awesome idea to draw a mural of Donald Trump in the background with the American flag. But the way that I'm gonna do it, I was thinking about creating a silhouette of Donald Trump. That way, I don't have to use too many colors, and I don't have to use too much details. I'll probably just end up working with shadows, so that you have almost like a faint. You're gonna be able to see Donald Trump. You're just not. It's not gonna be, color. It's just going to be black and white. My wall is white, so I'm thinking about using black paint to do the silhouette. That way I don't have to paint the wall. I just do the shadows in black. So for those of you who want to join me, it don't take me that long to draw a mural of Donald Trump in a matter. I already did the measurements and everything, so it's going to be 60 inches by 60 inches on my wall. Donald Trump facing right, because of course, right represents the red, the Republican Party, and left represents the donkeys. So I got Donald. I'm gonna have Donald Trump facing right in favor of the Republican GOP Party, and also towards the American flag. So if you guys want to join me, we can dialogue in the middle of me. In the middle of me doing my painting or whatever, we can dialogue, or whatever. You guys have any questions, you can just write it down, and it's a good idea for if you have an extra room, or you have let's say a man cave that you want to design with something. I'm thinking patriotic, so I'm gonna do a mural of Donald Trump, but I wanted to show you guys, in case you guys are interested in maybe doing the same thing. You can maybe pick up on something that I'm doing. Being the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to break it down into a grid. That way it simplifies in my mind the dimensions and the space between the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. And and I don't have to and I won't have to confuse myself, because then when you're up close on a wall, it's hard to determine, whoa, what up? Yeah. Let me come over here and say what's up to my peoples. They mad. Watch this. I'm gonna bring up Trump. Watch this. What up, kid? Chilling. El Caesar?
Yeah, ahora.
Oh. What's good, Motro?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man.
What's good? What's good with Trump? My boy Trump won, kid.
Ain't gonna make it for him, man. I hope
He's good. He's gonna do everything and more, kid. I've seen everybody beefing.
Yeah, a lot of people.
People need to. You know what it is? That people are driven by propaganda.
Yeah.
People pay attention to the news. People pay attention
The news don't know
to
what they're talking about.
exactly, and it's controlled by the liberals, by the Democratic Party. So what they do is that they try to manipulate
Like black people, yeah.
Yeah, they target blacks and Hispanics. I got a news article half an hour before the election started. The newscaster said, "Oh, Donald Trump ain't going nowhere because we're going to use a brown wall to keep him out," calling Hispanics Hispanic voters.
They're the ones that voted for him.
Exactly, and that's the Democrats that they're talking about. The ones that are predominantly Spanish and black that do vote Democrat. They've disrespected them over and over. Now, and this is what I tell people: before you criticize and think that the world is gonna change, it's the end of the world, Donald Trump is gonna make everybody hate you. No, man, you gotta give things a chance, man. The same way I hated Obama from the gate.
I never liked him either.
I always wanted a black or a minority president or a woman president, but we didn't need Obama.
Yeah.
We did after
he put us more in depth.
Exactly, and not only that, but he came out with Obamacare. And what Obamacare does, it forces you to buy insurance. When in the history of America has any president forced his people to purchase health care?
Nobody. Never.
Because only socialist countries do stuff like that.
Now you gotta do insurance.
Exactly.
Now you talking about China, shit like that. They do shit like that.
And you know why he got away with it? He got away with it because he's black.
Oh, he black. Fuck, let him do what he want. No, but it's not how it works.
Exactly. So this time around, I didn't vote for Trump because of the boisterous personality. Because I'm a boisterous personality. I voted for him because I'm tired of politicians. He's not a politician.
He's a businessman.
He's a businessman. He talked to you the way we talk to each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, he brought 100 with it.
Exactly.
No filter. He has no filter.
Exactly. He don't have political linguistics to manipulate you.
Pero eso sí, tiene el dinero para que la gente lo haga por él.
As that no he has
a special
If he helps the
Yeah.
economy, I'd vote
exactly. He,
Una special
Yeah.
If he helps the economy, I'd fucking vote for him next year.
Pues te intentan
Manes,
I just didn't vote.
Manes, did you know that the Dow in the stock market, the Dow ended at its highest since 2008 after Donald Trump got elected?
Jesus Christ.
Already in the stock market and everything is changing. NAFTA, in the North American Free Trade Agreement, the ones that are the reason why all these companies are either going to Mexico or to Canada to create manufacturing jobs, they already said, we're willing to renegotiate. Because Donald Trump got people under pressure. And there's people that are migrating from America to Canada.
Yeah, Canada opened the doors.
Yeah.
No passport, no pasaporte.
Exactly, no passport. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pe-
like run from
Yo,
Donald
and
Trump.
people are scared already. Yo, we have a powerful president. And nobody respected Obama.
No.
Hey,
Nobody
how you doing, my brother?
I never wanted Obama.
Yeah,
I don't even know why he got selected twice anyway.
Nobody respected Obama. And let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know: that Obama was actually our first gay president.
Yep. You didn't see the shit, the scandal, Puerto Rico lo estaban dando bien, cabrón.
Yeah.
Que estaba con un pato atrás. Con el driver, wasn't it driver?
No, it was a white American guy called Larry Sinclair.
Yeah.
Larry Sinclair, he went in front of the feds, and he testified that not only did he blowjob Obama, but he sniffed coke with him in the limousine, and that his driver, who was Muslim, was the one that hooked him up with him, and they used to hook up all the time, blowing him, okay?
Cuando estaba en Puerto Rico lo vi, cabrón.
Manes, I got a video of Obama in the White House, and he's surrounded by gay people, and when they did a photo shoot for one of those LGBT magazines, Obama did like this. I lie to you now, I got the video upstairs. I'll share it with him if he needs it.
¿Cuándo fue que pasó la cosa del gay? Para casarse.
Cuando Obama ganó.
Yeah, Obama's the one that
Por
made
eso
it.
fue que él ganó, porque él apoyó
Yeah.
a que los gays se pudieran casar.
Ay, por eso
Exactly.
mataron todos los gays en Orlando.
No, he forced the states to follow the Constitution, because what Obama said was that it's unconstitutional to deny gays the right to get married. So you know what Donald Trump said now?
What?
He said on that same token, a constitutional freedom to bear arms should be bared through all states. It shouldn't be the state's decision to control whether or not they're going to allow you to exercise your freedom of expression. So now he's going to force all the states to grant people freedom to bear arms. And you know why that's good? A lot of people say, oh shit, people are going to be killing each other. Manes, if everybody had guns, who's going to test who?
Nobody.
We all going to know that everybody's strapped. Who's going to try to rob you?
Nobody.
Who's going to try to do something to you and your family?
No.
And that's the point right here. The point is that he's working for the people. He got plans on making...
Yeah, that's true. Donald Trump.
Yeah, Donald Trump, yo, he's no joke, man. People think that the racism... Let me tell you, I support building the wall, and I'm Spanish.
Yeah.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Why? what's going on in Puerto Rico with all the Dominicans that took over. And I don't blame Dominicans because the same thing is happening in Dominican Republic with the Haitians.
Exactly.
The Haitians are migrating to Puerto Rico. The Puerto Ricans are migrating to Florida, and in turn, is changing our political outcome because Puerto Ricans are influencing the elections over here. The same way the Haitians are manipulating elections in Dominican Republic. And that happens every time Haiti experiences a natural disaster.
Like they just had.
If you remember in back then when Haiti went through the earthquake,
Yeah.
it displaced more than 1.5 million people. Where do you think all those people that didn't have no home, where do you think they went? They went to Dominican Republic. And guess where 500,000 Dominicans, they got outsourced by cheap labor because of the Haitians.
Yeah,
Where do you think they went?
New York.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
It's a circle, man. It's
Yeah.
a circle. And then
No, to Cuba or...
exactly.
Yeah.
No, Cuba. They try to go to Cuba and they could be like, yo, get back on the fucking boat and go back home.
Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro don't play that shit, kid. Yeah, you crazy? You can't just step into Cuba. And Cuba's a communist country.
Chacho, te matan.
Yeah, they're an isolated country. You know, and you want to know something? Everybody's saying, oh, Donald Trump
Puerto
is
Rico should do something like that, bro.
exactly. No, but
Estamos parte de Estados Unidos, estamos jodidos.
yeah, no. Puerto Rico
tiene una
has
seguridad,
become
sí.
no, and Puerto Rico has become so reliant on the American government that they can't become a free country anymore. Because if you think about it, in 1950, Puerto Rico used to produce 90% of the agricultural products that it consumed. 50 years later, now we import 90% of the products that we consume. Which is why we go through debts yearly, because not only are we
There's no jobs.
exactly. Look, you want to know something? How important agriculture is? If we went back to producing 90% of agriculture, that agriculture is distributed to manufacturers of sacos. Let's say sacos give jobs to people to create these sacks where they're gonna put the rice. Then is the ones that actually case the rice, the ones that receive the barrels of rice and the boxes of sacos, and they're the ones that put it together. And then in turn, that gives people jobs. And then all the food then that you're sending out there, that money is not going out of the country yearly. That money is gonna stay in Puerto Rico, which in turn helps us use the money that we're creating through agriculture to revitalize our economy, to build our infrastructure, the highways,
Yeah, all that.
los campos, a donde where you don't see roads. You understand what I'm saying? Los problemas en los caseríos, en los barrios.
En Puerto Rico hace
Yeah.
falta mucha construcción todavía.
Eso es
¿no?
verdad. Tú deberías tirarte para gobernador en Puerto Rico.
Pa político, right?
Pa' político.
Yeah.
Y
No,
para Puerto Rico dice que gobernador.
I'm into politics. I like to talk about it because, you know, I like people to feel like nothing is personal. You understand what I'm saying? So when I know
Bueno,
that
pa'
people are
aprender,
mad,
porque
yeah.
nosotros nunca escuchamos de esa mierda.
Exactly.
Y tú no hablas,
Exactly. I open up the mind. Yeah, exactly. Sharing information, that's how you do.
Exacto.
That way people, you know, and people don't.
Understand, too.
Exactly. And people don't just look at you and be like, oh, that dude is greasy. You know, he voted for Trump.
No.
Because I like my people to know why I voted for Trump.
Exactly.
So that the next term, when you see what I'm talking about, you vote for him too.
A mí lo único que no me gustaba era su cockiness, man. No.
Yeah, his cockiness.
Pero
But come on.
después de eso-
We Puerto Rican,
It's
kid.
not-
We were born cocky.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know,
Pero era su forma de actuar, de hacerle, tú sabes...
él es
el
arrogante.
chócalo, a lo
Yeah.
que
No, pero
y toda esa cosa por ahí para abajo, el racismo, todo
tú
eso.
quieres problema. No, no fue racismo. El problema es que la noticia exageró la situación. Él lo que dijo fue que illegal immigrants do not belong in America. Trabajando, aproximadamente 11 million illegal immigrants aquí trabajando, while simultaneously there's more than 7 million Americans sin empleo. ¿Por qué está pasando eso? ¿Y por qué que un
Pero
ilegal?
es la realidad.
Yeah, exactly, it's the
Hay que sacar
reality.
a los mexicanos
Yeah,
por
yeah.
todo.
Entonces, mira.
Es demasiado, cabrón. No
¿Qué
es
está
trabajo
pas-
para nosotros ni es trabajo para los gringos.
Exactly.
Ni para los negros.
Exactly.
Y
And-
ellos supone que no estén ni aquí.
Mhm.
Que a ellos le pagan
Porque
menos.
México está súper gigante, ellos tienen un mundo allá.
Exactly. And what's happening in Puerto Rico, the same thing. When the Dominicans go there, they get the jobs, they outsource Puerto Ricans, and where Puerto Ricans go, they got to flee their island and come to Florida or New York or Boston. because then that's where they all going now, and they're like, oh, there's a mass exodus going from Puerto Rico.
Florida, Orlando,
Exactly.
y Nueva York.
But if you think about it, we wouldn't have to migrate if there wasn't almost 1 million illegals in Puerto Rico that we're supporting, because the liberals, they bring up taxes high on you, and on me, so that with those taxes, they support these
En Puerto
people.
Rico no existían los taxes, hasta que pusieron hace poco que pusieron los
Yeah,
taxes. cabrón.
that's not racism. That's
par de
called,
años.
exactly, that's called thinking about your people. Putting your people before you put other people. Veterans, then the people that go to war for us. 68,000 homeless. Why is it that 68,000 homeless, but yet Hillary Clinton just imported 65,000 Muslim refugees and gave them all home, all welfare, all Medicaid, full coverage, and they don't have to learn English? Who gets that kind of deal?
That's a big deal.
Who gets that kind of deal? Man, nobody gets that kind of deal. And then, and the problem,
Not even us, boss.
huh? Yeah.
Not even us.
Exactly. We don't even get that. And the problem is that people be like, yo, but why Hillary would do something like that? Because through the Clinton Foundation, more than 14 different Muslim countries have sent her more than $250 million.
Yup.
So she's here lobbying for them. Ella está trabajando para ellos.
Exacto.
Because then how you get $250 million through a
Eso es lo que
donation,
la gente se ve.
and all the people donating are the Muslim
La
refugees?
gente que sabe como él de política, piensan como él y dieron fuck Hillary.
Yeah, exactly. And people be like, you know what? I'm tired of these politicians. I'm tired of them getting rich while we get poorer. I'm tired of every year.
Como lo de los taxes que va a hacer Trump. Bro, eso es perfecto, bro.
Man, is every 4 years, cada 4 años, right? Like in Puerto Rico, every 4 years they make promises. They acknowledge you. They acknowledge me. And then after we elect them, what happens to the politician? We don't hear or see anything that they're doing afterwards. So my thing is, why should I continue doing the same thing? And you know what Einstein once said? Einstein said, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, that's called insanity.
Yes, sir.
So instead of us doing the same thing over and over, let's give something else a chance.
Yeah,
I'm going with the businessman. That motherfucker lost $960 million in 1 year, and then he used the law to accumulate hundreds of millions of dollars for 15 years tax-free, while he slowly paid off it.
Creo que
for
Trump
him.
es el futuro.
Ese tipo un genio.
Es cierto.
He's a genius. He knows about.
No, y tiene la torta.
Exactly.
tiene
Él tiene la.
He can get us out of that.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody that knows how to deal with that, he knows how to deal with that. He got himself out of a $960 million debt.
How much do we owe?
Right now, we owe close to $17.5 trillion.
Él puede pagar eso como si nada.
Jesus
Cabrón.
Christ.
And you want to know something? And when Obama came into office, we only had $6.5 trillion debt. Obama brought our debt up 75%.
What? War, right?
Huh?
Flying and doing a whole bunch of
No.
stupid
What's the
shit.
first thing he did? As soon as he came into office, he started giving away money through the warfare system.
For what?
Huh?
For what? We don't even have money to give away.
Exactly, and he's stupid. And then what happened is that we went from 1 out of every 6 people on warfare to 1 out of every 3 people on warfare today. We support more than $108 million on warfare today, and we only have 300 million people in this country.
So, yeah.
Una quiebra, cabrón.
So we turning America into a warfare country, into a warfare state. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I feel passionate about it, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be not only about us, it's gonna be about our kids.
Yeah, but by the time we get old, that shit should be. I gotta get something to eat. I'm fucking
Yeah, I'm about to go upstairs, get my eat on. Yo, as usual, it's always good talking to you guys.
All right, igual, cabrón.
Yeah.
Ten cuidado ahí.
Yeah. So, you know, spitting some facts out here, sharing it with the youth. You know, this is what we do. We got to start recruiting people for Trump for next term this year. Because ultimately, and we got to show them what it is, and we got to show them that every propaganda that's been circulated by the mainstream media is nothing but a lie. It's all created to fabricate and install a sense of fear and anger and hatred towards something that you don't understand, towards something that you don't know nothing about. So by me taking the time out to speak to these young guys, I'm actually preparing them already for the next term, because now they'll be keeping their eye on Donald Trump, and they'll be vigilant. They'll understand what to expect from the liberals as far as the race baiting rhetoric and the propaganda and all these paid agitators and such. I did my part, but I continue to do my part, because ultimately the struggle and the fight, it never stops. The fight for America didn't stop when Trump got elected. It's just the beginning. As you can tell by all the agitators and all the protesters out there, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Hey, cutie. Let me come over here real quick. So, wait, baby, wait. So, for you guys that want to come through at 3 o'clock today, I'm going to draw Donald Trump on my wall over here in the background. So I'm going to be drawing Donald Trump on my wall, and it's going to be 60 inches by 60 inches. I already know the measurements, and I just wanted you guys to keep me some company. You know, we can, in between, talk about politics or whatever. I know how to multitask. If you're interested, come through around 3 o'clock and watch my live feed, drawing a mural for and in honor of Donald Trump, because you want to know something? Ultimately, love trumps hate. You know what I'm saying? Love trumps hate. And that is our motto. That doesn't belong to the liberals now. That's our motto because it has our president's name in it. With that being said, 3 o'clock, check it out. I'm telling you, you're going to be impressed. You know I'm a monster. So, if y'all want to check it out, 3 o'clock. I'll see y'all then. Stay safe. God bless. Enjoy your weekend. And do what I do. I basically just start cooking and just get fat until the weekend's over. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. 4 p.m. Central. Onyx. Yeah, exactly. We need to educate our people, Andy Batista, because ultimately, it's our responsibility. We shouldn't fear our own people, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Hispanic. You shouldn't fear your people. You should be able to communicate with your people. You see how I walked up on those young fellas? I know that they were mad because I read their post on my Facebook when they were cursing and everything. And I don't have to go up to them and nurture something that I already know. I love you too, Dione. That's my brother right there. I don't need to go up to them and nurture that animosity. What I do is I go up to them humbly, you know, and in a playful manner, and I introduce the facts to them. That way they can be more susceptible. And because remember, when we're young, we tend to have the propensity to react negatively to information that doesn't coincide with things that we already believe. And I don't blame them, because I study psychology, and that's something called cognitive dissonance. And what it is a mechanism inside your brain that actually prevents you from retaining information that conflicts with information that already exists, such as your ideologies, your beliefs, whether they're religious, moral, ethical, and such. Your cognitive dissonance doesn't allow you to retain certain information if it conflicts with information that already exists in your mind. I like to go deep, and you already know I'm always on my knowledge, always researching, always thinking, and always trying to do something positive, you know, and share the love and tell people that it's not over because Trump is elected. It's the beginning. He's gonna prove to the world that he's not racist. He's gonna prove to America that he's here for us. And what I mean by the American people, you know, for you Hispanics and blacks out there, that are probably watching this video and calling me a coon. Americans are all of us. Whether you're an American who gained your citizenship or you're an American who was born in America, you're an American. You know why? Because America is here to offer you. Gracias, mi hermano. Igual, te quiero mucho. That's my brother, Dione. He's from the Dominican Republic. And like I was telling his brother the other day, all this about the war, building the wall to keep the Mexicans out, this has to do with the same thing that's going on in Dominican Republic. Right now in the Dominican Republic, like I was saying the other day, every time Haiti experiences a natural disaster, the Haitians migrate to Dominican Republic and they displace the workers in Dominican Republic, who are then forced to migrate to Puerto Rico, who then displace the Puerto Ricans that are in Puerto Rico, who then migrate to Florida looking for job, and it becomes a circle of migration due to the fact that governments need to do more to help Haiti in order to stop what's going on. Because look what happened in this election. The Puerto Ricans that migrated from Puerto Rico over here, they almost changed the outcome of the elections in Florida. Thankfully, half of what is predominantly Puerto Rican Hispanics in South Florida voted for Trump, which that makes me proud to know that there's so many Puerto Ricans out there that understand that this has nothing to do with racism, that this has to do with the fact that America, like Puerto Rico, like Dominican Republic, and like Haiti, everybody is entitled to their borders. Everybody is entitled to ensuring national security for their people. Everybody is entitled to ensuring to their people that they will not be underbidded or undersold by people that naturally come from our neighboring countries and then come to our lands and work for less. That right there, it causes an economical problem in every country, and inflation and all type of stuff. If you go to these neighboring countries up there by Texas and the ones that are actually close to Mexico, you realize that the reason the rent is so high and the pay is so low is because they'll be hiring nothing but illegals, and then these illegals will be living in an apartment 10 or 15 deep. 10 or 15 people in one apartment. So this is why, see, it causes inflation. Once again, it causes a problem because then prices go up in one aspect and then prices go down in another, which means that people are paying more for rent, but they're getting paid less at work, which also causes migration. Even here in America, people can leave, let's say, Texas or Los Angeles and come to New York just because Texas might be too expensive in certain areas, or jobs just aren't paying what they're paying in the East Coast. Is the same problem is occurring in New York. What I was getting paid in New York for working in electronics, I'm getting paid much better here in Florida for doing something even simpler. So what I'm saying is actual stories, and if you go to New York, you realize that the majority of construction companies love to hire nothing but illegals. Illegals. No matter what race, you can be Mexican or whatever, illegals. You can be Jamaican, illegal means illegal. And, you know, and it's not me putting down illegal people because I know everybody comes to America to work. But what I'm trying to point at is that America is a free nation. You can't cross America's borders. You can't bypass America's laws and then expect for the people to continue to pave a way for you. Eventually the people get tired. Why? When the people of America start realizing that we have more than 15 million illegal immigrants from Mexico working, yet we have 9 million Americans unemployed, people start thinking and be like, wait a minute, that's not right. That shouldn't be like that. 11 or 12 million illegals shouldn't be working while 9 million Americans are unemployed. 65,000 veterans shouldn't be homeless while we're importing hundreds of thousands of Syrian refugees, giving them housing, giving them warfare, giving them full health and medical benefits, and on top of that, they don't need to learn English, even though the rest of us, whether we're American, Dominicans, they migrate here, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, whatever, we're all forced to learn English. But because the Arabians are hide behind the laws that protect religious freedoms, what they do is that they exploit our constitutions and the amendments that are written to protect religious freedom, and they end up exploiting them by tapping into our fears, the fear of being prejudiced, the fear of being a bigot, the fear of being a racist. Let me tell you, we're none of that. We're none of that. The best people, the people that have treated me the best have been Trump supporters. All my friends were liberals, Democrats, and everything. And you know what they did? Talking crap about me, posting pictures of my daughter on their page because they're mad. Oh, this is the dude that was in the hood. He's from Spanish Harlem, and look at him. He's a sellout. Why? I'm not worried about you. Why are you so mad and so worried about me? You know, it's awful. This is why I say Trump is not a manifestation of hate. What's a manifestation of hate are the people that are exploiting our freedom and our right to protest to fulfill their own agenda, because ultimately they're all being paid. They're all paid agitators. It's been proven when the Democrats was doing it, and we just recently seen posts on Craigslist of the Soros political machine, a corruption machine, paying agitators up to $15 an hour to go out there and to start trouble in the streets, destroy personal property, because they're destroying your property, they're destroying my property, they're destroying everybody's property. So how can you empathize and feel sorry for these people? I don't. They are the reason why I hate today, because I've never hated before. But today, I'm the new KKK, and the Liberal Party is the new minority to me, because I've grown to hate people with the liberal mentality. I've grown to hate race baiters. I've grown to hate people that use the word xenophobe. I've grown to hate the people that say bigot. I've grown to hate the people who call me chauvinist. I hate the fact that people try to install a sense of fear in you by tapping into something primitive, which is everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be accepted. I don't want to be accepted. That's why the liberals roll together, and this is why us as Republicans and conservatives, we choose to think for ourselves and then organize as a collective. God bless you too, my brother. This is why we think as individuals and we organize as a collective, because we didn't adopt the Republican Party as our ideology when Trump was running. That wasn't what we did. What we did we adapted to the situation, and the situation called for registering as a Republican in order to vote for Trump. The Republicans have taken over the White House, the Senate, and Congress. They have absolute power right now, and they have no other choice but to kiss Donald Trump's booty. Why? Everybody knows they were wrong. They know they were wrong, and they still haven't created a report to try to tame the flames that they once fanned. The fans of racism, the fans of hatred, the fans of people fear-mongering, making people feel like this is the end, like Trump is gonna put us in death camps. You know, and you got these fools, because that's what they are, fools out there protesting. You know, and you people really need to grow up. You people really need to start utilizing your ability to use your imagination and start putting things together. There should be no reason why you should be completely dependent on the news for your information source. Do what I do. Go on Google. And then after you go on Google, go to Yahoo and use that search engine. And then use hotbot.com. That's another search engine. And then you cross-reference one information with another, and you cross-reference Democratic and liberal sites to the conservative and Republican view, and then you draw your conclusions from there. That's what intelligent people do. That's what scientists do. It's called an observation. With that being said, thanks once again, everybody, for keeping me some company. Dione, I love you. Sean Finn, thanks. Gloria R. Dominguez, as always. Gredo Gonzalez. Amir Moshi, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Chris Gearhart, you the man. Onyx Molina, you my peeps. Andy Batista, I see you watching. Everybody, have an awesome weekend. You already know what it is. At 3 o'clock, I'm going to be doing, for those of you who missed my announcement, at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be creating a mural of Donald Trump right here behind me on the wall. It's going to be 60 inches by 60 inches. And I'm going to do it live for you guys. Those that want to grab some popcorn and watch it, I'm not going to take that long. Trust me, I'm nice. With that being said, hopefully I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock. If not, you can always go into my profile and click on my video and watch it later. God bless. Yes, God bless. Because God is good. God is good. Am I right or am I right, Dione? God is good. And stay safe out there. As you already know, there's a lot of crazy people out there attacking Trump supporters and doing all kind of insane things, you know? And I really am concerned for a lot of you out there who don't know how to defend yourself. I don't blame you, because not everybody was brought up the same way. Me, my brother Dione can tell you what will happen to somebody that tries to cross that line with me. But that's a different story. With that being said, brothers and sisters, yes, brother. With that being said, I love all of y'all. God bless America. God bless all people of all colors, of all ethnicities, and of all religions, as long as you love America and you have America's best interests at heart. With that being said, stay safe. I'll check you guys at 3 o'clock. Uno.